Hi guys, and welcome to my first ever bookshelf tour. I have a lot of books and a lot of bookshelves in my room, and I thought it would be fun to show them all to you. This is probably gonna be in parts because I actually have over 900 books, and I know that's really bad. My room is actually quite small. I mean, it's fine enough, but it's too small to put 900 books in here and all of my other stuff and junk. So a lot of my books are actually in a storage with some other of my stuff and some of my brother's stuff. Books that I've already read or that I think I'm not gonna read in a while. I put all of those there and I can always access them, but yeah, most of the books on my shelves now are books that I really loved or just got, or books that I still want to read, or books that have just been there for so long that I can't bring myself to take them off the shelf. Anyway, I hope you really enjoy this video. This is probably gonna be in parts. I think I just said that. So this is gonna be part one. We'll see how many parts there's gonna be depending on how long it takes. It might not take long at all, who knows. I hope you enjoy this video. I have to get up this really creepy little stairs. There we go. Okay, so this is my topmost shelf that I actually changed recently. A lot of the books that were here I put in storage, and I put some of my new books here and some of my old books. I'm just gonna give you a quick overview first if you don't want to see everything in detail. These are my pretty leather-bound copies and my Aragon series, some Tolkien. Then here we have Harry Potter, more Tolkien books like The Lord of the Rings. Here we have more Harry Potter, The Northern Lights, and here are some new series actually, and series that I really liked quite recently. So yeah, that is my first part of the bookshelf tour. So let's get back up. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave these lying here because they're quite heavy and I'm quite unstable on this little, what do you call it? These little steps. So first off, we have the Vampire Academy series, the entire series that I actually bought for like, I'm not sure what it was, but I think it was like £3 or £4. It was insanely cheap. And it was actually, oh, this one's a little bit damage, but it was actually one of my very first video actually was a book haul from my holidays, and I bought these there. So if you want to know more about those, see my very first video. Oh no, my second video actually. See my second video, you'll find it. Then you have the short Second Life of Britannia. I'm not sure if I actually read that one yet. I probably did. Then you have a book from my favorite Dutch author. She's called Thea Beckman. That is her last name. Oh, sorry if the video is a bit shaky. I'm having to hold up my camera and it's heavy. It's called Kruistocht in Spijkerbroek, which is Crusade in Jeans. This book is actually translated in English as well. I'm not sure if her other books are. And there's actually a movie that's called Crusade in Jeans, and it's an English movie, but it's based on this book and it's really good. So if you can get it, I really recommend you read it. Then we have Measuring the World, which is a really beautiful book, but yeah, I have to lift all those to get to it. But you can see from the side that it is a really pretty book, really pretty cover. I think I started reading that one like 2 or 3 years back, but I never finished it. Might be because I went to England for a year, and I might have started before I went and just never finished it. But I'm gonna read that someday. Then we have Sucks to Be Me, which is about a vampire kid, I think, and yeah, she's dealing with all the ordinary teenage problems, but she's also a vampire. I haven't read it yet, but I just like the title so much and it seems really interesting. And then we have Zombies versus Unicorns. Such an amazing title, and I think it's by Holly Black and Maureen Johnson and a lot more people. It's a lot of short stories, I think, and basically the authors picked Team Zombie or Team Unicorn and wrote short stories about either zombies or unicorns. Haven't read it yet, but I'm gonna. Most of these I haven't read yet, most of the books on my shelves, because as I said, the books that I have read are in storage. Then we have here, I'm gonna pick these up, Ian Graham, Monument. I just really love this cover. It's so pretty. You really get this magical vibe from it, like traditional fancy. I haven't read the book yet, but now that I have it in my hands, I really want to. Inferno by Dan Brown. I have read this book. It's the hardback copy because I really want to read it right away when it came out. So yeah, I got this in hardback. Then we have J.K. Rowling's The Casual Vacancy. Actually, in the beginning, I wasn't that thrilled about this book, about the cover actually. But the more I saw it and the longer I started to get used to it, I really started to love it. And now I really love the cover. The bright colors and the front, I really love it. Haven't read it yet. I started reading it a while back, but I read it on my iPod. Which wasn't that great. It was really, you know, tiny, like reading on your phone. I wasn't really into that, so I never finished it. Focus, thank you. Wasn't really my type of book either when I started reading it, but now I read more genres, so I might actually like it now. So yeah, I bought it on the book fair for I think €6. Basically just because I thought it was so pretty and there was only one left, and I knew I was gonna read it eventually, so here it is. Then we have The Cuckoo's Call-In, which is by Robert Galbraith or J.K. Rowling, which probably all of you know. I really like this book. I hadn't really read a lot of detective-ish novels or kind of, yeah, crime-solving novels, but I do really like TV series that's like Castle and stuff like that. And I actually really enjoyed this book. It was really well written. You could see that it was J.K. Rowling, just because, you know, she writes really well. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna read the second book soon as I actually get around to buying it. Then we have Stephen R. Lawhead Hood, which is some version of Robin Hood, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's about Robin Hood. And I love Robin Hood. I love Robin Hood movies. And I don't think I've ever read the Robin Hood book, like the original book. I do have it. But yeah, I couldn't not buy it. I think I bought this on one of my first trips to the book fair. And I still have to read it. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Most of these you will have seen in recent videos. So we have Peeps by Scott Westerfield, If I Stay by Gail Forman, Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I still have to read that one. I'm really excited to read that one. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. Lioness or something by Jack Vance. Haven't read that one yet either. Really want to read it. The second book of General Ignorance of, and this is the Discreetly Plumper second book. It has really interesting little facts in it, and yeah, I really love QI, the show. I watch it a lot, and I just needed this book. Then we have The Maze Runner by James Dashner, read that one. The Lascar's Dagger by Glenda Lark, still have to read that one. Jamrak's Menagerie, I have no idea how to pronounce that, but that one by Carol Birch. Fire Study by Maria V. Snyder. This is book 3. I also have book 2, which is I think Magic Study. I had no idea it was a book 2 until I actually found the third book. I thought it was the first book in the series, but turned out to be the second book, so I still have to buy the first book. Then we have How to Train Your Dragon and How to Be a Pirate by Cressida Cole. I have read How to Train Your Dragon. Haven't read How to Be a Pirate yet, but I want to. Okay, now we gonna go to the really pretties. I also have a lot of this kind of stuff in front of all of my books because I love... There was one here, by the way, that fell down just now, and I can't find it. It's somewhere there in the abyss. Whoa, that looks really far away now. It's not that far away. Yeah, I had a Weeping Angel here, but it fell down. I'm gonna find it someday. I love collecting like these little figurines of everything and bigger figurines, and I need to put them somewhere, so I just put them in front of all my books, which is, it looks great, but it's kind of a pain if you want to dust it, which I almost never do, or if you want to get a book. But here we have Thor with his hammer and thunder, looking awesome in his red cape. And here we have Sam just chilling, almost falling. But he's been there for a while like that. Oh, he's really dusty. Yeah, because I'm kind of afraid to move him. But let's get to the pretties. Here we have a few books about like the Celts and stuff like that in Dutch. The Templars, just some information books. I'm a sucker for these. I always buy them. I really love history. And then we have this beautiful copy of Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. It's so beautiful. It's hardback. It's kind of leathery and it shimmers. I'm gonna see if there's pictures inside. Wait. Yes, there's pictures. We have Peter Pan. And there's more pictures in the rest of the book. There's Hook and Peter again. And just thought it was such a pretty book. And the sides are silver. It actually shimmers. That's the little step I was on. That's my Groot collection. Over there with Olaf. And over here, now that I'm gonna give you sort of a room tour as well, are my new posters, Do More of What Makes You Happy and a Hobbit poster. Because this video isn't long enough yet, I can show other things. So yeah, Peter Pan, it's really beautiful. I have read this book, but I read it in the paperback copy before I had this one. This, by the way, my We Are Pirates at Sea with the World at Our Feet, Sailing on Waves Made of Stars by Carrie, and she signed it. Here we have the Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, by the Brothers Grimm of course, with creepy looking trees on the front. It's all shiny and leather bound and golden, and a friend of mine actually gave this to me for my birthday, and she wrote in the description that if I ever get stuck with writing, then I can read this book and see how they did it old school, see how the Grimm brothers did it and get inspiration, which was so nice. So thank you again, Riley. You're probably not watching this because you don't know I have this channel, but thank you. The Complete Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, they look so pretty. It just, okay, I'm a real book geek, I know that. I know how bad this is. So sorry if I'm a bit flustered, being up here and holding up this camera and all these books and stuff. But I'm such a geek. I just holding this and taking it off the shelf makes me really happy. The Complete Sherlock Holmes, and there's Sherlock. And it's just a really pretty cover, and it's really thick, so it's really heavy as well. Haven't actually read this yet. I have read probably almost all of the Sherlock Holmes stories, might have missed a few, but probably almost all of them. But before I had this beautiful version. And then we have Dracula by Bram Stoker. Also such a beautiful cover. I'm in love with these. Oh, I thought it was really dusty, but the side is just grey, kind of a blackish grey. Yeah, I was a bit afraid there that I had missed this for several years. But yeah, it's so beautiful, and oh my god, this video is gonna be so long. Then we have, okay, I'm probably not gonna show you all of these books because one of them already fell down, one of the little figurines, but I have J.R.R. Tolkien's biography, which is really good if you're interested in Tolkien. I really recommend it if you're interested in writing as well. I have these, The Return of the King, beautiful, and The Hobbit, trees, oh it's so pretty. Okay, so this is a really weird thing I realized I do. I tend to sometimes, not always, put series in reverse order. I have no idea why. So I start with the latest one and I end with the newest one, which is, I guess they do it in some countries, like I think they do this in Japan, start from the right and go to the left. But I didn't, shit, oh. There went the doctor. I didn't really realize I did this until I think my brother pointed that to me, but for some reason when I put them, if I put them down like this, I can't change them. I really like it this way. I have no idea why. But anyway, this is Aragon by Christopher Paolini and Aldous Persingir and Inheritance. The first copy is actually signed because I met Christopher Paolini at the Elf Fantasy Fair, and yeah, got it signed, which was so cool. Okay, next we have The Dwarves by Marcus Heitz. We have, oh, it's actually kind of broken here because I probably put a book on it. Oh well, that's the Death Note. So yeah, it has all the names of my enemies in it. The Tales of the Beetle and the Bard, the Quidditch Throughout the Ages here, this tiny one, and Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then, okay, Thor, you can move. I hope. Ah, please don't fall. Okay, then we have Robin Hobb, Assassin's Apprentice. And this one's also signed. She was also at the Elf Fantasy Fair, which was so cool. I hadn't actually read any of her books yet. I still haven't actually, so I have to read it. But, you know, I knew the name. Everybody knows Robin Hobb, who loves fantasy. So I was really excited to meet her anyway. And yeah, can't wait to read it actually. I have so many books I still have to read. Okay, I'm gonna go down a step. The Inklings. Also by Humphrey Carpenter, which is about all of the Inklings, but mostly about Tolkien, about Lewis, Tolkien and Williams. And it was really interesting, but I like the one about just Tolkien better. I'm just gonna put that there. Then we have the Dutch Harry Potter series, and Sirius. I have Sirius and Loki over here, because they both wear green and black, so they basically just hang out and talk about how awesome green and black looks. And then we have some Groot hats over here, which looks kind of terrible, but they go with the little Groot. You can change its head. And then we have a really dusty Frodo over here that I'm also afraid to move, because somehow it just keeps standing, and I'm afraid if I'm gonna dust it, then yeah, he's probably gonna fall. So I'm just gonna pretend that he had just encountered Shelob. It's really bad. I'm not sure why I showed you that. Anyway, if you're interested, these are the Dutch Harry Potter covers. Harry Potter and the Steen der Wijzen, which is the first one. I read this to death. I read this so much. My parents actually read the first, I think 3 Harry Potter books to me in English when they first came out, and then it took a real long while before they came out in Dutch. But when they did, I got them for my birthday, and I started reading them myself because I was older and could read for myself back then. But I did read them in Dutch. This is the second book, with a creepy ass spider on it. Harry Potter and the Geheime Kamer, so the Chamber of Secrets. And it's actually all bent because one of my brother's friends sat on it. Okay, I left it lying on the couch, but still, he sat on it and bent the cover, and I'm still kind of upset about that. Ugh. Third book! I also have these backwards, by the way. Not sure why. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Gevangenen van Azkaban. Here you have some Dementors. Do you call them that? Oh, now I'm getting confused. And here's Sirius, who for some reason, unknown to us, oh wait, focus, is green. Don't know why, but he's green. So yeah, but a Buckbeak looks awesome. Really like this cover, except for, you know, he looks like a goblin. But I guess I was rereading this like years ago. This is Harry Potter and the Fury Baker. A little lizard thing. There's Harry and Sirius over there. I really love the covers though. I think they're quite pretty. Not the prettiest covers. There are a lot of covers that are prettier. I also read this one a lot. This is my favorite book in the Harry Potter series, if I really have to choose. This is the 5th book, Harry Potter and the Order van the Phoenix, or Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. There's the Phoenix, and there's the, whatchamacallem, the horses that you can only see when you've seen someone die, which look kind of creepy. Here is the 6th book. I don't think I actually read this in Dutch. I think I just bought it because the spine still looks really pretty, because I want the complete version, but I totally switched to English by then. I think part 4 and 5 I read in English and in Dutch, and then yeah, I just only read them in English because the Dutch started to annoy me a little bit. All the names are different. Harry Potter and the half oh, I'm trying to say it in half English. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So the Half-Blood Prince. I think this cover is really pretty though. Looks really awesome. So yeah, that's that one. I don't think I read that one. And this is the last one with a really weird looking dragon, but kind of cool. And the fawn, which looks really pretty. So yeah, this is the Deathly Hallows. Harry Potter en de relieken van de dood. Which translates to the relics of death. So that's pretty cool. And oh my god, it's so long. I'm sorry, it's so long. Here we have my talking collection. We have, or actually part of it, because there's some of there, and I have more scattered around the room. We have the Legend of Sigurd and Gundrin, I have no idea how to pronounce it. We have the Children of Hurin, also I'm not sure, which I really want to read soon. We have the Unfinished Tales. I haven't read these yet. Then we have the Tales from the Perilous Realm. Have read this one, really loved it. The Road That Goes On and On, which basically has like a map in it, I think, and songs, I'm not quite sure. Then we have the Lord of the Rings series and The Hobbit, the movie version, which I all read. Here we have the Doctor Who, the official dictionary, which I got from a friend for my birthday, and it's so cool. It has all these Doctor Who little facts in it. I also have the two doctors here, the first Doctor of the new series and Matt Smith. A card, Naruto, oh, I'm just throwing everything. A Naruto frog purse, the Hogwarts Express, and an Angry Birds Princess Leia. The other books are the His Dark Materials series by Philip Pullman. I still have to read the last one, but I want to reread the first two before I read the last one, so that might take a while before I get to that. Then we have the hardcover versions of Harry Potter in English. I think they're so pretty. And then we have another copy of Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. I think I might have gotten it for my birthday, or maybe it was like buy two get one free or something like that. And then here we have again my favorite Dutch writer, Thea Beckman, and these are such good books. This is the first book in the series. I see this one's right order. Kinderen van Moeder Aarde, which means the children of Mother Earth, and after World War III. And the whole world has gone to crap, basically. I think Europe turned into a desert, and you can't really live anywhere anymore because of all the nuclear attacks. Except for Greenland, which melted and is now actually green. That's pretty cool, and it's about all these people, and they have a whole different culture, and the women are actually in charge. The men are not allowed to have positions of power because they are more easily corrupted, and they give into hate more than women, more easily. At least that's what they believe. Just because some men, like these here, are like that doesn't mean that all men are. And it's basically about the son of the ruler of Greenland, which is now called Tula. And he is kind of upset that he can't really become anything that important because he's a boy. He does have more options because he's basically royalty. And then a steamship comes, you can see it there, and with people from Europe in it who have totally different ideas about life and about who should be in charge and stuff like that. And it's just really interesting to see this post-apocalyptic world where they are really peaceful and happy most of the time, and yeah, the Europeans aren't. There's also a part 2 which is called Het Helse Paradijs, which means basically the hellish paradise. Yeah, it doesn't look that cheerful. Stuff is going down. Yeah, so I'm not gonna tell you what all of them are about. I hope these were translated into English, so most of you, because most of you are probably English, so that you can read it as well. This is the third one, Het Golden Vlies van Tula, which means the golden fleece. Do you call it golden fleece? Of Thule. So yeah, it's such a good series, and if they are translated, I'm gonna try and find if they are translated. I really recommend them. If you're Dutch and you haven't read them yet, I really recommend them as well. Okay, I might actually have to stop here because so far this is already almost 30 minutes long. I'm sure I can edit it to be shorter, but if I do all of these books, yeah, it's gonna be too long. So I'm probably, for my next video, gonna do these books. Then either these books up here, or maybe take this shelf with it. And then we have those, and then we have over there, so lots and lots of books to look forward to. So this is probably gonna be in like 8 or 9 parts, or maybe I need to go way faster. So please tell me what you thought of this video, and oh my gosh, sorry, my hands really hurt from holding this thing the whole time. I have no arm muscles at all. But anyway, tell me what you thought, and if you think I should go faster or slower, or show the covers more, or talk less about the books, anything you can recommend to make these videos more enjoyable, please let me know. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see the rest of my bookshelf tour and other book videos from me, then please subscribe. I hope to see you soon. Bye!